Hey guys, I'm Isabel and welcome to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is how I deal with my eczema. So right now I have nothing on my face except for I literally just wash my face and put on my moisturizer. So I do have a few pimples that are ruining my life right now, but that's beside the point. What I wanted to talk about is eczema. I have had eczema basically my entire life. It was As a kid, I used to get it, and my parents thought I'd grow out of it, and I did for a bit. From like grade 3 to grade 8, the only place I had it really was, well, I'm not gonna say I grew out of it. It was still pretty bad. It was the insides of my arms, behind my knees, and on my thighs, and then that was really the only concern was those. And we had found like that vitamin E oil had helped. But really nothing else did. Everything else irritated it, like sunscreen, I could only use Umbrella. Other things would make it flare up. I think we tried the Aveeno Baby, like sensitive skin, that irritated it. My dad told me that when I went to buy it again. I was like, oh no, it'll be fine. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think of what else helped when I was a kid, but I think vitamin E was the only thing that did not burn. I'm sure if I knew coconut oil existed back then, I would have used that. But then when I was in grade 9, it started flaring up on my face. I was getting into makeup and I had ordered a bunch of stuff from e.l.f. and I wasn't taking care of my face properly. Like, I don't think I was washing it properly. And I started getting eczema between my eyes and under my eyes. That was gross. It was flaky and I just kept putting on makeup. Don't do that. If your face is reacting, stop putting on makeup. You're suffocating it. I should have listened to my mom when she told me that. So that was grade 9. Grade 10, my health was like at a low. Like, had no energy. I was losing weight. I was paler than usual, which is saying something because I'm basically a ghost. My eczema was under my eyes, all over my forehead. My eyes were actually so dry that like I thought there was eczema in my eyeballs, which I don't think is possible, but like under my eyelids maybe. It was bad. Like my teachers would tell me, go home, you look like a zombie, like you shouldn't be here, you look like crap, you can't concentrate, go home, it's for the better. I was like, okay, great. So that was grade 10, and that year I had gone to a naturopath after my teacher told me I looked like crap. And it was in a nice way though. It wasn't like, oh my god, you look like crap. It was, you look terrible, go home, get some sleep, which was really nice of him. We went to a naturopath because it was at the point where whenever I would eat, I would get sick, and that isn't healthy, obviously. So we went to the naturopath and we did a blood test, and it came back with a list of things I could not eat. So that was gluten, dairy, which I knew I had sensitivities to, gluten, dairy, fish, which we eat a lot of fish. Like, I love sushi and I love like salmon, and so that was hard. Peanut butter and almond, well, peanuts and almonds, which is tough because I eat a lot of peanut butter and almond butter. Sesame seeds, whey protein, which is a protein they take out of milk, that's in like protein powder. Eggs. I always knew I was like allergic to eggs because I didn't feel good after eating eggs or even smelling them. Still to this day, it makes me nauseous. But my mom would make me eat them anyway because they're good for you. You need protein. Well, yeah, thanks, Mom. And then raspberries and pineapples, pineapple is pretty much the only fruit I like besides strawberries, and yeah. But no vegetables. I could eat every vegetable, which is fantastic. So after I got those results back, we cut everything out and did that for about 2 months, where I was eating basically chickpea salads, quinoa salads, and lentil salads. And I was feeling a lot better. And then we slowly started introducing things back into my diet, and now I know that I can't eat a lot of gluten. Like, if I have too much bread, I will react. If I have too much cheese, well, that runs in my family. I knew that would happen. Like, if I have pizza, I will get sick, but I will still eat an entire pizza and just suffer the consequences. Um, and then pineapples, still iffy. Eggs, I eat once in a while, but I have to like really moderate it in moderation. Like I'll have an egg on toast and avocado and I'll be fine. That was the inside, and that helped like my health in general. But and my eczema was getting better, but I think also just stress with school, because once I graduated, bye-bye. It was all gone until something happened. I'll get to that. So products I believe in, they're my holy grail. Well, coconut oil. I'll have probably a separate video on how much I love coconut oil. But CeraVe, moisturizers, I've got all 3 sizes. I've got the moisturizing lotion, the moisturizing cream in this big guy, and then I've got the little tube. I also used the cleanser, and that really, it didn't flare. The cleanser didn't make it worse, it just didn't really help that much. But a lot of moisturizers burn my skin when I put them on, but these guys, they like cool it down and it's nice. Yeah. So these you can get at any like shop. I get mine at Shoppers. So any drugstore really. And then my mom's friend started selling rodent and field stuff, and she recommended that I get the Soothe line, which here, I'll pull up the little thingy where what it says. These are a little more expensive. They come in a pack of 4. This one does. It's the cream wash, which I just cut open the bottle because I couldn't get more stuff out, but that's what it looks like. And then it comes with 2 moisturizers, the sensitive skin treatment and the moisturizing replenishing cream. And then it comes with a sunscreen SPF 30. The Soothe package sells for $170 US, which it did really help my dry spots. Like I got real flaky, like it was gross. Like you could peel off flakes of my skin, especially my forehead. And I also exfoliate. I make my own exfoliator with coconut oil and coffee grinds, but I'm not talking about that right now. So that's these guys. So I was using this, and then I was also getting acne. Obviously I'm a teenager, that happens. Like you can tell on my face right now, kind of gross. But so she recommended the Unblemished regimen for acne. And that comes with, I don't have all of those. So it comes with a sulfur wash, which I knew I'd be allergic to because sulfates. And right away, as soon as I put it on, I could feel it burning and my face was getting red, so I just washed it off. And I didn't get that. Clarifying toner. The dual intensive acne treatment, which is this. And then it comes with an oil control lotion. Oil control lotion, which I don't need. But yeah, so basically I wash my face with the cleanser, and then I put on the toner with a cotton pad, and then I use the dual acne treatment all over my face, and then you wash your hands, because if you wipe your hands, your moms will yell at you because you will stain all of the towels. Yeah. It has bleach or something in it. You know how Proactive like stains towels? Yeah, well this does the same thing. So I only use that one these 2 in the morning, and then I will put on this first moisturizer and then the second moisturizer, and then during the summer I'll put on the sunscreen, and then after that I put on the CeraVe moisturizing cream. That's what I usually do. And then right before grad, I got my eyebrows waxed. Bad plan. My eyebrows, well, not right before, it was probably a few months before. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have gross eyebrows for grad because they're all flaky, all eczema. I had eczema all under my eyebrows. I will never get my eyebrows waxed again. I'm sticking to threading and sugaring because I don't ever want to go through that again. So it was all under my eyebrows. Like it still sometimes gets flaky under there and it's gross. So I was at a health store with my mom and I saw this dry patch eczema care formula stuff. It's actually a company. It's called Dierbe Inc. I don't know, Dierbe Inc. It's basically, this is purified water, sweet almond oil, wheat oil, rice bran oil, evening primrose, rose hip oil, sunflower seed oil, coconut oil, safflower seed oil, grapeseed oil, vegetable glycerin, soybean oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, jojoba oil, emulsifying wax, stearic acid, vitamin E, and opticin. Yeah. So basically a bunch of oils. I actually use this on my hands too because my hands get super cracked. I'll put it on before I go to bed. But I use this when at night or in the morning if I'm not wearing makeup. I'll put it on my eyebrows, between my eyes, under my eyes, on my forehead, and right here. This is the only place I have eczema right now, except for my arms. I do put it on my arms too. And it helps with the dryness and it soothes the itchiness and the pain. Like, it gets so painful, it'll crack, and I sometimes just want to cry. Which brings me to what happened when I strayed away from what I usually do. I was in Vancouver over the summer and I had run out of face wash, or I was running out, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I just got this from Sephora, I will use it. Bad plan. Very, very extremely bad plan. I don't know what was in it. I remember reading it and being like, oh, I shouldn't, but I want to try it because it was one of those birthday gift things. So I used it. I don't know if it was between that, the airplane traveling air stuff, and the fact that I slept with a fan right in front of my face. It was really hot in the condo we were staying in. But I woke up the next morning, or within like a day and a half, my face was completely covered in eczema. This was like halfway into our trip, and it hurt so much. It was cracked everywhere. Like, I have never had it that bad. It was everywhere, and it was bumpy, and it hurt. And that was right in time for my 18th birthday. So I couldn't wear makeup, and I wanted to cry because I love doing my own makeup, and yeah. So it was, by the time I got home, I was moisturizing like crazy, and when I got home, it was my birthday, and I was supposed to leave for camping the next morning, but I woke up and I literally could not open my eyes. They were swollen shut. I was in so much pain. I just stayed home and literally just put moisturizer on my face and laid in bed because it hurt so much. It finally started getting better because I was using my products again, and then I think what really cleared it up was I went to get my wisdom teeth removed, and I don't know, I woke up after the surgery and my skin was like soft and clear, and I was like, okay. I want to just talk about hair products because shampoo and conditioner also played a big part in my skin reacting, because my head was covered in like bumps and stuff, and my mom thought it was psoriasis and we just didn't know, and I narrowed it down to the sulfates in the shampoo, so I switched shampoos. At first I was using the Aveeno sulfate-free one, and that worked, and then my mom started ordering stuff off of Usana, I don't know, the health company, and they have a shampoo that is sulfate-free, so I started using that, and I've still been using that. It helped so much. Like, if I go back to a different shampoo, my head will react right away, so I use that. Like I mentioned before, coconut oil is, like, if you don't want to use all this stuff, just coconut oil is your best friend. Makeup remover, moisturizer, you can use it as a face wash, you can use it for your hair, it's your best friend. I'm gonna have an entire video on that. My tips when it comes to like eczema: do not sleep with your makeup on. That's just a tip in general for skincare. It's horrible for your skin, and then it gets all over your pillowcases, and it's gross. It clogs your pores. It sits in there, and it's just like, I'm gonna ruin your life. And then you get zits, obviously. You get eczema. If you sleep with mascara on, you can get eye infections. It's terrible. Just don't sleep with your makeup on. Me, no matter how exhausted I am, I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, I will go downstairs, I will come home, I will take off my makeup. And I stick to that no matter how tired I am and how late I've been out. Always take off your makeup. Skip days. Like, if you're at home doing nothing, don't wear makeup. If you go to school and it doesn't matter if you wear makeup, like, if you are young and don't need to wear makeup, don't wear makeup. Like, as much as I love makeup, I take days off. Most of the time I don't wear makeup to work. I don't need to, so I don't. And then some days, like, if I'm breaking out, like right now, I will cover it up, but other than that, like, it doesn't matter. People don't really notice that much unless you work, like, unless you have like a high paying job and you need to look presentable. Another tip, wash your pillowcases every like week, because you sleep on those, oil gets into them and it's gross. Unless you have like silk pillowcases, which I don't. Wash your pillowcases. You'll thank me for that one. It's good for your skin, it's good for your hair. Obviously drinking lots of water and eating healthy, like I said, my entire story about my food problems, and drinking lots of water. Obviously that's important in everything. Like, for your health, you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day. I don't, but I should. Just stay hydrated inside and out, like moisturize, but you also need to drink water. Stress is one of the biggest parts of my eczema. Obviously when I was in school, I was stressed all the time. My eczema was crazy. And still now, like, when I'm stressed, my skin will flare up. If I'm stressed at work, my skin will flare up. But if I'm relaxed during the summer, I have no eczema. And that's also because of the heat. Where I live in the winter, it's freezing, it's dry, and it's horrible for my skin. But in the summer, it's humid and my skin is good. So it depends on where you live too, and stress, and really like your environment. If you're in a good environment, you're you're positive and you're not stressed and you're just relaxed all the time and the weather's nice, you'll probably be okay. Like, if I go on a trip somewhere and it's hot, I'll come home and my skin's good. Then if you suffer with eczema, just stay positive. It doesn't matter if people are making fun of you for it. I remember it was gross and people were like, ew, what's on your face? And I was like, you know what? I already feel bad enough. Like, don't make it worse. And then I just realized I can't do anything about it. Like, I can, but if it's there, it's there. I'm not going to cover it up because it's just going to make it worse. I'm just going to ignore all the haters. But if you're one of those people that see someone with like a skin problem, don't point it out to them. They know it's there. Like, they live with it. Like, don't make it worse by pointing it out. They know it's there. Like, that annoys me so much when people are like, you have a zit. Like, thanks. I know. I tried covering it up. It's not going away. Like, leave me alone. If my anxiety's flared up, I will scratch. And it gets bad. Like, right now it's not that bad, but it'll get bad. There was a point where I was super stressed and I was super anxious, so I would just scratch, and it was red and eczema and gross and it hurt. So just stay strong, honestly. It's common, I think. I don't know that many people who have it on their face. I know a lot of people who have it on their legs from shaving, who have it on their arms and stuff. But thank you for watching. I will leave all the products I talked about linked down below, if I can find them. I know that the CeraVe stuff you can probably find on Amazon. I'll link the website, like, with all the information for them. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you in any way. Comment down below if you have eczema and have any tips or tricks or anything that I didn't mention, because I would love to try something else. I mean, this isn't completely helping me. Like, I obviously still have it, but it's a lot better. But if you figured out a way to eradicate your eczema completely, let me know, because I want in on that secret, please. Yeah, so like this video and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.